inputs coming in right now. We are learning that while addressing a rally in Chhattisgarh's Durg, Prime Minister Narendra Modi hit out at Chhattisgarh's Chief Minister Bhupesh Baghel over the Mahadev app scam case. He has asked why the Chief Minister was so rattled and even pointed out that the ED raids took place just a few days ago. The Prime Minister also stated that Congress government of Chhattisgarh is not leaving any opportunity to loot the public. They have not even left the name of Mahadev. Listen into what Prime Minister Modi had to say.
छत्तीसगढ़ की कांग्रेस सरकार आपको लूटने का कोई मौका नहीं छोड़ रही। इन्होंने तो महादेव के नाम को भी नहीं छोड़ा है। दो दिन पहले ही रायपुर में बहुत बड़ी कार्रवाई हुई है। रुपयों का बहुत बड़ा ढेर मिला है। लोग कह रहे हैं कि ये पैसा सट्टेबाजों का है, जुए का खेल खेलने वालों का है, और जो उन्होंने छत्तीसगढ़ के गरीबों को, छत्तीसगढ़ के नौजवानों को, उनको लूट करके जमा किया हुआ है। मोदी को तो ये कांग्रेसी दिन रात गालियां देते हैं। हर दिन मैं 2-2.5 किलो गालियां खाता हूं। लेकिन यहां के मुख्यमंत्री अब देश की जांच एजेंसियां, देश के सुरक्षा बल, उनको भी गाली देने लगे हैं। इन साथियों पर भी अनाप शनाप आरोप लगा रहे हैं। लेकिन मैं छत्तीसगढ़ के अपने भाइयों और बहनों को कहूंगा, ये मोदी है, गालियों से डरता नहीं है। भ्रष्टाचारियों का हिसाब करने के लिए ही तो आपने मोदी को दिल्ली भेजा है।
गालियों से डरता नहीं है. And with that, let me also bring in Payal Mehta, who's joining me on the phone line. Payal, also to reiterate the speech of Prime Minister Modi in Durg in Chhattisgarh today, he's also said that we all know that the money is going to the top when the prime receiver was meant to be Chief Minister Baghel. Also, why is he rattled? And when he makes these allegations, what kind of an impact do you see just days before Chhattisgarh heads into assembly polls?
Akansha, I was there at the venue where the Prime Minister was speaking, and when he came in and he said, "Ke ab nahi sahenge," that was a nara that was actually being shouted by the public over there, saying enough is enough. We will not put up with corruption anymore. So the Prime Minister is speaking to the audience. In fact, he began his speech today by talking about corruption and the Bhupesh Baghel-led government, and obviously the audience is the people of Chhattisgarh, and he told them that we will ensure that we take all the wrongdoers to the task. We will take them to the jail. That is my guarantee. The Prime Minister reiterated his guarantee at least 3 times in that speech where he really made. So obviously it's going to have a massive impact, given the fact that the first phase of polling is happening on the 7th and the second phase is happening on the 17th as well. Now Chhattisgarh is one state where a lot of people thought that probably the game was over for the BJP, but the BJP leaders over here who've been camped from various states for at least the last couple of months feel that they have a realistic chance to actually tell the people of the state that Bhupesh Baghel and his government are only involved in corruption. It's just corruption not just for them, but they've been sending money to the center, which is of course the Congress Central Party, and the Prime Minister over there also reiterating and saying that this money has exchanged hands of Bhrashtacharis, and he also invoked a very important thing. He said कि उन्होंने महादेव को भी नहीं छोड़ा. That is, Mahadev means Lord Shiv.
Right.
He has treated Lord Shiv as well, and that's the reason you need to teach them a lesson by voting for the BJP.
So in fact, that's a very clever double jibe coming from the Prime Minister as far as Bhupesh Baghel is concerned. He's also giving it religious connotations, playing on the name of that app. But having said that, let's also talk about the political ramifications of this. We've already seen a slugfest breakout as far as ED's investigations are concerned. What will this mean now? As far as Bhupesh Baghel is concerned, he's made it very amply clear that Prime Minister never reacts whenever there are party members who are also accused of corruption? Or what about the previous Raman Singh government? Now, this is also what the political trajectory has become all about, because the Congress Chhattisgarh is constantly now referring to the corruption allegations that were plaguing the previous BJP government of Raman Singh.
Yes, the BJP-led government can be accused of corruption, but the matter that Bhupesh Baghel is in power, and this particular scam which is now unearthed, the re-inquiry stops at the Chief Minister's doorstep. How will we be able to justify that? That's the question that is being asked. So apart from the fact that the BJP, if you remember a couple of months ago, had released a manifesto of the Congress party, of the corruption activities of the Congress party, and just a few days before the election, this has now come on this doorstep. It's stopping at the doorstep of Bhupesh Baghel, one of the biggest faces and probably one of the only faces in Chhattisgarh in terms of government. He's the incumbent chief minister, so the BJP is really asking him to come clean and tell the people of the country, because remember,
all right, Payal, I'm so sorry to interrupt you there. I have, in fact, with me Mr. R.P. Singh of the Bharatiya Janata Party with us on the phone line. Mr. Singh, let's first weigh in on what Prime Minister had to say. He's, of course, gone on to say that it's very apparent that the money is going to the top notch as far as Congress party is concerned. But in the Congress, in its defense, has made it very amply clear, especially Mr. Baghel is saying that when the matter is still under investigation, how can these allegations be made so confidently?
Well, everyone knows that Mr. Baghel was the ATM for the Central Congress Party and for the family dynasty. And he is one of the biggest ATM for the family and the party. And every election he is deputed for organizing funds for the party.
All right, Mr. Singh, I'm going to ask you to stay with me, because I'm also joined by Mr. T.S. Singh Deo, who's also the Deputy CM of Chhattisgarh right now. Mr. Deo, the allegations are only getting more fierce, because now Prime Minister Modi has also gone on to accuse your government of receiving illegitimate funds, which now are the allegation is that it's going to the topmost levels of your party.
This is most unfortunate that a Prime Minister is making accusations. He is looking after or overseeing the working of constitutional machineries who are responsible for inquiring into and taking action where corruption is taking place. So if he is aware of them, why is he making accusations? There should be action. Even the ED, which has released his press release, has clarified on the point that these are possibilities that they are looking into. BJP seems to have mastered the art of making allegations and making political capital out of it. Whether it was during Rajiv Ji's time with during the Bofors issue, or later when they brought up the coal scam or the 3G scam, what has happened to all of these? All these allegations, the Supreme Court threw out the Bofors matter. Nothing has been done in the last 9.5 years of the NDA government, with the Prime Minister leading the government for all this time.
All right. Fair enough, Mr. Deo. I take your questions, and I'm going to also pose those very same questions to Mr. R.P. Singh, who continues to stay with us. Mr. Singh, how would you like to react to what Mr. Deo is saying?
Well, in the preliminary inquiry, the message is there that Mr. Baghel used to receive money. Now they can cut out of it by saying that he is not that Baghel, is Samudra Baghel. But it is there. The man is saying that there was a political protection given to all these people who are doing all this corruption. And this was under the leadership of Mr. Baghel. We're not blaming Mr. Deo for that. It's Mr. Baghel who was have been receiving money. That's being said by the person who is the culprit in this, who is the kingpin in this complete scam. So, best part is, let Mr. Baghel pass on his mobile. Give me a second. Pass on his mobile, call data and record to the agencies, and then the things will come clear out of that.